Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Friday's LukeJ62895. Today, Luke Chippers and Billy Mooney will be talking about their topics, playing video games, and many more fun. And now it's now time to present to you all Friday's LukeJ62895 with their hosts, Luke Chippers and Billy Mooney.
Thank you, DC Comics fan 2004. Excuse me. Second time in a row in this shows. David 3000. Hello, people. It's Lou Jerry speaking. Welcome to Friday's LukeJ62895 episode number 386. And we're originally going to be joined by Remix Plum, but... Oh, we're live, folks. Oh, okay. Hey, Remix. How you doing? Yeah. Hold on. I'll disconnect. Never mind. But anyway, yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, we're we're gonna do this in the normal way, okay? Yeah, but, you know, even though Billy's just screwing me up, we go do. Anyway, even though the kickoff show is a lot of fun. Anyway, screw this, but, you know, that's just me. Anyway, oh, Remix joined us, never mind. We got Remix, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everybody.
Yep.
Happy Friday.
Yep. So, folks, here's the situation, okay? I got, after we got, not one, but, not two, but, 5 dev topics, along with a topic I want to share on Wonder Brothers, and let's just say, a topic on PBS NewsHour topic for Super Mario Brothers, and then afterwards, he got 2 other topics regarding to his thoughts and rant on Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be along for that, and then after, I gotta do the radio show at 5 o'clock. So.
Okay.
So I'm only gonna be along for that topic, and then I gotta get prepared for Wheel One Radio today.
That's fun.
Which I'm not the founder.
Again.
I'm the executive producer.
Again, he's not the founder. Thank God for that. Anyway.
Yep.
Because he's one of the people who brought you Real One.
Mm-hmm.
Big thanks, Billy, for the awesome kickoff show. Yes, I agree. Just remember, Billy, when you're pom-poms, and beware of Mr. Buck. Okay. Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Well, with that, let's get started and begin the episode.
Yeah, let's begin the episode now. His name is Leon Levine, okay? Best known as his dad name. He was an American businessman and, I can't pronounce his dad name, Phenomenus, who founded the Family Dollar chain of discount stores. He resided in Charlotte, North Carolina. He was born in a Jewish family on June 8th, 1947 in Washboro, North Carolina. The family actually lived in Rockingham, North Carolina, but that town, since some 19 miles away from Washboro, had no hospital then. The family operated a small town store called The Hub, managed by his brother Sherman and his mother until its closure in 1960. In 1949, when Leon was 12, his father died with a heart attack. The loss led him to become closer to his mother than before. In 1951, Sherman was drafted by the U.S. Army. Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit. But anyway. Sherman was drafted by the U.S. Army to fight the Vietnam War. Okay, requiring Leon to assume his responsibilities in the store. Okay, They necessitated him to attend school only during the morning hours, okay? When working on in the afternoon. Something permitted by the North Carolina law then. In 1956, Leon Sherman purchased a Carlisle spread factory in Wingate, North Carolina, okay? Much like he did during high school, Leon attended nearby Wingate College during the morning so he could manage the factory for the rest of the day, okay? After discouraging sales trip to New York, Leon nevertheless pursued and was able to develop a market with spreads in Puerto Rico. Wow. In 1958, he it was realizing that he was able to have to make a major capital investment in new equipment in order to stay competitive, something like that, to sell the company. Wow. In 1959, he visited a store in Kentucky that sold nothing but considered more than $1. He liked the symbol concept in November 1959, at age 22. He opened a simple store in 1500 block of Central Avenue in Charlotte, North Carolina. Place that sold items with a $2, $21, and $23 money maximum price. He named it Family Dollar for the affordably merchandise and demographic that was aimed towards Levon capitalizing Family Dollar with $3,000, $304,014 in 2023 money, okay? So money and $3,000 a partner, okay? In June 1960, Levon opened a second store also in Charlotte, North Carolina, next door to a parking shop store on Wilkinson Boulevard, okay? Later that year, he opened a third store in Charlotte, followed another store in Hamlet, North Carolina. That same year, due to inflation, he realized that the $2 price cap was not feasible, and he increased that $30 in 2023 money, sealing the cap until 1972. The company grew rapidly by 1961. $30 has expanded into neighborhood in South Carolina, and in 1962, $30 did some $2 million, $19.9 million in 2023 money in business, and moved into Augusta, Georgia market. And around that time, he went solo by his partner's interest into the company. By the end of 1979, Family Dollars had 380 stores in 8 states. In 1974, Family Dollar moved its adversary and warehouse space to a newly built factory in Matthews, North Carolina. In 1970, Levon decided to put Family Dollar public on the stock exchange, something like that. Hey, Len, how you doing, buddy? Oh, miss talking to you, buddy. Oh, man. Anyway, move on. 2 years later, Family Dollar's common stock began trading on the American Stock Exchange, okay? His personal life began when, during a summer vacation to Florida in 1957, Vaughn met Barbara Levon, okay, who lived in Chicago. They married in February 1958. Their 3 children were Howard Russell, born Christmas Day 1958, Lorianne, born December 1960, and Mindy Allen, born August 1963. Barbara died in 1966 from breast cancer. Mindy considered suicide in 1988. 12 years after his first wife died on June 5th, 1978, Levon married Sandra Polikoff. They met in the 1960s while Sandra was friends with his Barbara. Exactly. After some years of having lost touch, he renewed his friendship with her in life in 1975. Their daughter Amy was born in June 1971. Levine and Pokokov have been involved in numerous charitable and private causes. She has been serving board combinations of Carolina healthcare system. And the couple have 10 grandchildren. He was a member of the North Carolina Business Hall of Fame and belonged in the Charlotte Templars Row, which has a social hall after him, In 2003, he retired as chairman and CEO of Ferry Dollar, He was succeeded by his son Howard, who served until January 2016. He was started as Leon Levine Foundation, which aims to improve the general welfare throughout the Carolinas. The organization events its non-profit organizations that have strong leaderships, a successful track records, and they focus on stability in the areas of healthcare, education, Jewish values, and human services, Leon Central were members of board directors, served as president and vice president, respectively. He died in Charlotte on April 5th, 2023. He was 85 years old. My next topic has to do with Julie Farrell, She was born Julie Farrell, born as Julie Hayden, was an American actress, most known as her role as Nurse Hable on the television comedy series MASH, She performed small roles in some other television series that wrote 13 episodes of the soap opera Port Charles. She was born and raised in Clarksville, Oklahoma on May 11, 1938. She graduated from Oklahoma State University with a fine arts degree in theater, While studying for the master's degree at UCLA in 1961, she met actor Mike Farrell, who was working as a high school English and drama teacher at Wilson Beach High School in Long Beach, California. In August 1963, she met Farrell, with whom she going to have 2 children, Aaron and Michael, in the 1960s. Farrell and she performed together in the Wagner Playhouse. They divorced in the early 1980s. Farrell's marriage was working the script in the one episode of MASH. And then in the episode The Cannibal's Horse, Mike's character BJ, Uncut, said that his wife Peg, played by Catherine Bargsom, in 2 on-screen appearances of the 3 photographs, was from Julie Holstown Quaspo, and that was her father's name from Floyd Hayden. His daughter in the show was also named Heron as his real-life daughter. She died from the combination of stroke in the hospital in West Hills, Los Angeles on April 2nd, 2023. She was 84 years old. My next topic has to do with Philip Blossom, Born that name, he was a Canadian songwriter, composer, and author. Many of his musical works was created for television or theater. Collaboration music, Something like that, I don't know. He was best known for this work in a show called Fraggle Rock. With fellow Canadian David Slade, he was best known for writing about 190 songs in the television series Fraggle Rock. A few more songs were written with author Tim Ryan Jones, The songs were sung by puppets in the show. Some of them were released as an album, Fraggle Rock Music and Magic, in 1993. A second album, Jim Henson's Muppets Present Fraggle Rock, was released in 1984. Was produced by Blossom and Don Joey's, The album was nominated for a Grammy Award, which is won jointly with Seal Silverstein's where the sidewalk ends. The song shows being song written by these two people, Blossom and Lee, appeared in the top 20 chart in the United Kingdom. Sidewalk was there around the world in 1989. Was the first North American television show to be broadcast in the Soviet Union. To be broadcast, that is. He performed the voice of the character Phil Braggle on the show. Blossom and Lee also wrote the songs for the Jim Henson television special, The Tale of the Bunny Picnic, in the film called Dog City. Okay, they wrote songs for the show, the musical theater version of Marshall Richards' Jacob Tutu and the Holded Fang together. Okay, and the Jacob Tutu and the Dinosaur. He died on March 21st, 2023. He was 79 years old. My next topic has to do with Norman Reynolds. Okay, excuse me, he was a British production designer and director, best known for this work as on the original Star Wars trilogy, Raiders of the Lost Ark. He was born in London on March 26, 1934. He directed the following 2 episodes of Emmy Award-winning American Stories TV series, The Pumpkin Combinations, and Gather Ye Acorns. He was second unit director for Alive and X-Men 3. The following, as an art director, he did the following: Superman 2, and Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut. He also did Star Wars 4, Episode 4, The New Hope, The Incredible Sarah, Lucky Lady, Old Costly Shop, and The Frail Prince. That's what he is, and as an art director. Now he is an production designer and the following: Violet, Sensual Man, Spear, Mission Impossible, Clean Slate, Alive, Alien 3, Invasion, Mountains of the Moon, Pilot of the Sun, Young Sherlock Holmes, Return to Oz. These two trilogy for original trilogy for Star Wars, and Raiders of the Last Ark. On April 6, 2023, it was announced that Reynolds has died over the preceding weekend. He was 89 years old. And my last topic has to do with Bill Butler, a cinematographer, like I was back in the kino design days. Born Wilbur Cable Butler. He was best known as an American cinematographer who was best known for his work on the combination in 1974, Jaws in 1975, and 3 Rocky sequels. Butler completed One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in 1975 after Haskell Wexler was fired for the production, and was successfully nominated for the Academy Award for Best Cinematography. He was born on April 27th, 1921, okay, in Cripple Creek, Colorado, okay. Butler has spent the first 5 years of life living in a log cabin in the homestead of Colorado, where his parents were farmers, okay. He moved with his parents in Henry County when he was 5 years old and raised in Mount Pleasant, Iowa, okay. In a small college town. He graduated from Mount Pleasant High School in 1940. He graduated with a degree in engineering from the University of Iowa. His early career began when he began his career as an engineer at a radio station in Gary, India. He suddenly moved to Chicago, where he helped design and build the first television station in ABC affiliate later as WGN TV. When WGN first went on the air, Butler helped operate live video camera for commercials and for locally produced programs. And his tenure with WGN, Butler met William Franklin. Can't help me pronounce his last name. Sorry. Franklin asked Butler to be a cinematographer on The People vs. Paul Crump. Okay? documentary that focused on the prisoner who was slated for execution in Illinois. It was a documentary drama that resulted in the governor of Illinois culminating on the prisoner's death sentence. I was very successful in television, so I had no reason to get into film, Butler said. Okay? Which I was a filmmaker, by the way. But I knew Bill Frickman was interested in making a film documentary. And he needed a cinematographer. He has made a system. And I did. The result, Butler's interest shifted to live television to film documentaries. In the 2005 interview, Butler's credited Frickman was given him his first actual job in the film industry. His cinematography career began when Butler earned his first native credit in Chicago in 1967 for Fearless Frank. A low-budget feature directed by Philip Kaufman. 2 years later, Butler shot The Rain People of 1969 for Francis Ford Coppola, who was introduced to him by Frickman, okay? He later moved to Los Angeles in 1970. I did some work for director Phil Kaufman on the Universal Studios lot as a writer while still trying to get in the Los Angeles Camera Guild. Butler recalled, that was when I met Steven Spielberg. He also would then take charge of cinematography with two Steven Spielberg's earliest films, including Something Evil in 1972 and Savage in 1973. Other films which Butler serves as director of photography includes this: Bingo Long Travel with All-Star Marquise in 1976, Grease in 1978, and installments 2, 3, and 4 of Rocky in the following years ahead. Butler was also a cinematographer for Deemer C in 1977, as well as a Comic in 1 in 1978, Stripes in 1981. I can't pronounce this word. You want to pronounce this? Okay. In 1988, Child's Play in 1988, Gravity Bridge in 1990, Flipper in 1996. Okay. This one I cannot pronounce. In 1997 and Deceiver in 1997. Television credits will include this: The Exclusion of Private Stoic in 1984 and The Foreign Birds in 1983. He was scheduled to have made his director's debut in 1979 January with Avriv and Beyond, but it never came to fruition. Butler turned down the Coppola's offer to direct the photography for Obvious Now in 1979. But he have worked in films during the 2000s, such as Bradley in 2002 and Funny Money in 2006. Bill Paxton, the director of the former film, said, I was excited when Bill Butler, who was a cinematographer in such classic films as Jaws and the conversation came to board and my director of photography for Fiery, as really picked on his brain. And always asking how you do this shot and how you figure it out. How you figure that out, excuse me. Bill Butler continued his initial conversations with Paxton about the script. I liked the direction he wanted to take, and he inspired me to share his vision. It was a great collaboration. He also nominated for being a replacement for Hank Sylvester on two occasions. The combination, I'd say, 4 also directed by Coppola, and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in 1975. Now for Jaws, he also heard that Spielberg was preparing to shoot Jaws in 1975, married on Marvis Vineward in Massachusetts. I said, I hear you making a movie about a fish. Butler recalled, after they joked for a few minutes, Spielberg asked Butler if he were interested. Butler's crew, including Michael Crapman and the camera operator, when they arrived at Marvis vineyard, Butler showing Spielberg how he could brace a handheld Panaflex camera. They could roll out of the boat rocking on the waves to with his knees instead of using a 400-pound gimbal. Wow. Oh, wow, that's a lot of pounds. Anyway. Hey, Mitchell, how you doing, buddy? Anyway, Spielberg embraced the idea. About 90% of the shots were handheld. Butler said, but Michael was encouraged by the idea and was very good at it. Okay, we did face to be that probably would have tried it without the lightweight camera. Okay, Michael even climbed the mast and shot from the top straight down. We also put it in a small boat, okay? During the production of Jaws, Butler spent most of this time in the picture with the water with Spielberg, okay? I'm good at this by Mitchell, okay? Yeah, I was just reading some topics here, but I'm almost done. I'm just getting ready to do game segments and other things. But that's just me. Anyway, yeah. Butler created a small special camera platform that worked with the water to accommodate both below the water line and service shots quickly. Okay, to handle the longer service shots the film required. Okay, Butler reconfigured the standard water box casting using the whole camera. Okay, makes sense anyway. Anyway, in the water, he also is knowledge to saving the footage and the camera that could sink into the ocean, okay? Having claimed sea water timber to saline based developing solutions, okay? We got a airplane with the film in the bucket of water. Took it to New York and developed it. We didn't lose a foot, said Butler. Butler's also created a poison camera, okay, with the waterproof housing that achieved those trademark worry levels shots. They gave a point of view from the shark fin, okay? To stop water drops hitting the lens, Butler used a Panavision spray deflector that saw the optional glass spin and high speed that deflect the drops. Except in the 4th of July beach stampede, where the water lens interfered as the panic. He also originally invented the looks of the jaws to start in bright. Summer sunshine and then becomes more osmate and the shark hunt goes on. The first half remains like a riot of vibrant primary colors. Wow, okay. In film and imagery, Butler is inspired by the work of painters such as Edward Hopper and Andrew Wyeth, something like that, in their view of the United States obtained by Urban Life. His awards, nominations, honors goes like this, okay? He was nominated for the Academy Award, which is shared with Wexter, okay? And a BAFTA Award, Film Award for his work in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in 1985. He won Primetime Emmy Awards for Ray Edby in 1987 and a Streetcar Named Desire in 1984. On February 16, 2003, Butler received American Society of Cinematographers Lifetime Achievement Award and his memorable and influential work on Jaws is one of the main reasons why the ASC honored him with the award. Spielberg wrote in a letter to Butler acknowledged his award, which indicted the director's mutual respect for Butler and his work behind the camera. You were the calm before, during and after every storm on the set of Jaws, okay? Spielberg wrote in the letter, without your Zane-like confidence and wonderful sense of humor, I will have you be gone. The ways of the rest of Jaws crew totally out of my mind. Congratulations on the well-deserved career achievement award for your peers. All my best, Steven. Butler also was named Kodak cinematographer in residence of the University of Arizona Department of Media Arts in 2006. Okay? In April 28th, 2013, the Charleston International Film Festival presented Butler the festival's International Lifetime Achievement Award, and his personal life and death. Okay? Butler resided in Montana on June 1st, 2014. Okay, anyway. Butler returned to his hometown in Mont Pleasant for a session upon his career. He also had 5 daughters. 3 of them had his first marriage with Ann H. Smith, and 2 from Guinness and Chelsea, okay, who were from both actresses, okay. From his second marriage to Iris Butler. Butler turned 100 in April 7th, 2021, and died in Los Angeles on April 5th, 2023, just 2 days before his 102nd birthday. Now, we're going to do a moment of silence in regards to those 5 death topics now. Thank you. Rest in peace to these 5 people. Now, let's get into my next topic, which is about the Warner Brothers Pictures. Now, it's celebrating its 100th anniversary this week, and let me tell you something, okay? I'm not going to read the whole history behind Warner Brothers, okay? But I'm going to read you the whole parts of the celebration to celebrate 100 years of Warner Brothers on the top somewhere, okay? Warner Bros. Pictures, an American film production and distributed company of the Warner Bros. Pictures Group division of the Warner Bros. Entertainment, both ultimately owned by Warner Bros. Discovery, and it celebrates 100 years, okay? The studio is the flagship producer of live-action feature films within the Warner Bros. Pictures Group unit, and it's based at the Warner Bros. Studios complex at Burbank, California. Animated films produced by the Warner Animation Group, also released under the studio banner. Warner Bros. Pictures is currently owned by 5 live-action film studios within the Warner Bros. Pictures Group. The others be New Line Cinema, DC Studios, Castle Rock Entertainment, and Spyglass Media Group. The final installment of Harry Potter Film Studios film series is the studio's highest grossing film awards with $1.3 billion. Wow. Founded in 1923, 100 years ago this week, by brothers Harry Warner, Albert Warner, Sam Warner, and Jack L. Warner, in addition to producing its own films. It handles filmmaking operations, technical distribution, marketing and promotion for films produced and released by other Warner Bros. Labels, including Warner Animation Group, New Line Cinema, DC Studios, and Castle Rock Entertainment, as well as various third-party producers. And now my last topic has to do with this PBS NewsHour topic, which is Super Mario Brothers. Okay, and I'm not gonna change any of those PBS stations. Okay, now 8 things you didn't know about Super Mario Brothers. Okay, he is one of the most recognizable fictional characters around the world. But while generations have seen him bopping around under sunny skies, skimming down pipes, and eating large mushrooms, Mario with Super Mario Bros. Fame has very cost over the television or film. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is a new animation film. Hits viewers. PBS NewsHour. It's already Wednesday. Did you get the facts already? Seriously? Come on now. Anyway, and features stars like Chris Pratt, Anna Taylor-Joy, Jack Black. Released in the same studio bought to produce a kid's favorite Minions movies. Now, Minions are like my childhood. Not my childhood, but teenage thing. Anyway, next, they're adult thing. Anyway, emulation. Anyway, the new gamut is made also be designed to be appealed by the Nintendo nostalgic Gen X and manageable parents, which is fact, you know. It's certainly not the first game franchise to translate the characters and content with viewing rather than playing Orange Pikachu. Yeah, lame. Sonic the Hedgehog and Lara Croft, good enough. Had also got close-ups. So zombie horror game series Resident Evil was made into 7 films. Wow. The video games earned exorbitant $184.4 billion last year, drawing at $25.9 billion right in the global box office. In 2020, thanks to the existing trends and the COVID-19 pandemic, the video game industry surpassed the progress of both film and sports combined. Okay, how we get here? Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Bowser were all already hand in hand. Here are 8 things you may not know about how they come to be. Number 1. Mario was inspired by a part of Disney. Jesus. Anyway, and their best known cartoon character, okay? In the 1990s, news articles and books claimed that Mario was more popular than Mickey Mouse. Well, it's not that together than that. Anyway, this is a little ironic. Notes Jeffrey Bond, author of Super Mario, how Nintendo conspiracy in America, said this, okay? Nintendo purposely stole them from the Disney playbook that put Mario everywhere that could make him that Mickey Mouse and there succeed. Wow. Haruhi Yoshimashi, longtime president of Nintendo, first called Disney when he met the company to discuss licensing its characters to permanent playing cards, which were his company original products. That experience, however, inspired his desire to transform Nintendo into a global company, okay? Yamashi realized that the Japanese market, which for him was the whole world, just one tiny bit, Ryan said. Number 2, Super Mario was originally a spin-off. Wow. Mario was his first appearance in an arcade game called Donkey Kong in 1981, which I played before. He was first known as Jumpman, but because it is well known as, he was jumped over barrels formed by an angry gorilla named Donkey Kong while trying to rescue a woman known as the Lady. Okay. Unlike many other arcade games at the time, Donkey Kong featured levels that become progressively harder. Instead of posing a similar challenge like enemies that become faster and more numerous, okay? Certainly, the games contained another invasion. Donkey Kong was one of the first to have a story. At the beginning of the game, Donkey Kong kidnaps a lady, and Jumpman has to rescue her. If he succeeds, the player gets a cutscene, and there is a break in the gameplay. They're showing the two successfully reunited before Donkey Kong jumps up and to kidnap the slave once again. Okay? Number 3. Donkey Kong itself was a combination for another game, and for the efforts of Nintendo, it's good. Instead of trying to not to get fired by his father-in-law. Jeez, how that's gonna help us? Anyway, according to Ryan, he Yomashi something like that would have built the family-owned company, Nintendo. Okay, to a success in Japan in the 1960s. By the 1960s, excuse me. Anyway, but it was inspired to break in the global market. To expand the United States, however, he hired his son-in-law, Mayo Kawaya, whose wife Yoko suggested it because she did not have a great relationship with her father. The first operating the American arcades was Radar Scope, a space shooter similar to already popular Space Invaders or Gala, okay? The game was a hit in Japan and 3,000 units were shipped in the United States. The arcade owners were very interested. Akuraya managed to sell 1,000 cabinets, the pressable boxes that contained the games, but another 2,000 sat on in the warehouses, facing the concept of failure and the father-in-law who was nominated to having his own family member fired. Anakaya got creative according to Ryan, and he said this. And no, he didn't say anything about it. Okay, moving on. Anyway, arcade games be converted and now new developments added to the program that interests players and get what more years out of them. To salvage his 2,000 radar scopes cabinets, Argua announced a company-wide combinations to create a combination kit. Okay, the winner was a company artist who has no previous game design experience. The creator of Mario himself, Sayakuro Mayo, who leveraged his interest in manga, Japanese comics, to create a hero that with recognizable human figures, changeable gameplay, that keeps up users dropping cores in the arcade. Now, this guy seen here is from, he's playing a Super NES game called Super Mario World. Number 4. By the time Super Mario Bros. Was launched with the NES, home gaming consoles in the United States have already gone bust, okay? Part of Nintendo and Super Mario thingy, anyway. The video game market is sponsored by several game consoles, as well as PC games, that is. Anyway, consoles makers have little control of who design games of the systems, okay? The result being a lot of games were made of poor quality. One of the most enormous examples was the adoption of the 1982 movie E.T. Though Atari published the game themselves, the design was rushed. The game was considered many of the never unplayable and one of the worst games ever made. Now, see here, I talk about this in the I watched the ABGN the movie, and I agree with ABGN at this point. Anyway, the growth of consoles, poor quality games and comparisons for personal computers led to the video game crash in 1983. Exactly. Which sales of video games fell for the peak of $3.2 billion, for only about $100 billion 2 years later. Wow. According to the engines of our industry, a public radio show from Houston Public Media, several companies closed and left the home video game market altogether. This is the NES from 1985 to 1995, seen here. Because the American Wasteland, Nintendo launched the NES, okay? Nintendo Entertainment System, that is, in 1985, and more likely in 1986, packaged with the system were 2 free games, including Duck Hunt and the Super Mario Brothers. According to Ryan, Super Mario Bros. Set the bar for other game designers. If a consumer needed to buy an extra game that was $35 to $40 in 1985. They needed to be at least to be a par with Super Mario Bros. A lot higher quality. For a long time, games weren't that good, Ryan told the PBS NewsHour. Number 5. This is the first Super Mario Bros. Movie. I agree, 1,000,000%. Anyway, however, the 1993 live action film was a critical and commercial flop. Exactly, PBS NewsHour. Exactly. Anyway, and then emerging embarrassment, Nintendo. Shimashi-san, the head of the Nintendo, was decided we're not going to be in the movie business anymore. We'll just stick with the games, Ryan said. And long after he retired and then passed on, he did it said, we're not bringing it Mario out of the video game world. Nintendo's business culture was one of pride in its games were reflected associated with the poor result. Even the film he added. Now, I talked about this many times in the nostalgia review of Super Mario Bros. It was in 1993 movie. So Mario, Luigi, Mario. I was like, ugh, why? Anyway, I think that baked it into the DNA. That fact that these games are the matter of honor. We're not going to release a bad game and then probably be able to buy 30 million copies of it and then walk away disappointed. Exactly. We want to give people their money's worth. We're going to give people a good experience that because they're going to fly with us, well on us, excuse me, forget it's Craftsman and Nintendo. Yeah. I don't know what to do about it. Now, Jennifer, the winner of Willis College of Science and Letters, okay, at the Illinois Institute of Technology, believes that the original 1993 film was also doomed in parts of because it did not involve the spirit of Super Mario games. Exactly, Jennifer. I agree with Doug Walker at this point. Yeah, at one point, yeah. Core experience in Mario's and playgrounds. The winner said this. It was climbing and jumping and sliding and exploration. Look at the original movie. The core experience, the conflict. The game has never been about the conflict. It's about the experience. How do you translate the experience? I agree. Number 6. A bumpy Mario racing game. Swamp and wave. I can't pronounce that word. Sorry. Now, these are people who play Mario Kart Arcade, the GPDX game, and Tails game experience in Tokyo, Japan in 2019. Anyway, according to Guinness Book World of Records, okay? Book World of Records. Anyway, Super Mario Bros. Isn't the most influential Mario game ever. No. The nation goes to Mario Kart, okay? Racing game, the visual heritage, across the great landscape and popular culture. There's 50 copycats that came out in the 2 years afterwards, and there had been such a thing in the kart racing game, Ryan said. There were games that focus on speed, but not moving around the relatively stately pace and bumping into each other. Please ignore the honking. Anyway, it also offered the gaming industry a useful business strategy of making new games by using existing industrial property and creative and original real game for proper anime characters might be expensive. Exactly. And difficult. But adapting them into the racing game, but version was much easier. And it meant other companies with popular anime characters could issue their own racing games. Number 7. According to Luigi was his brother's shadow. Okay. But there it gives him special powers. According to Ryan's book, Luigi was first committed to a second player option. The game was called With Mario Brothers. So Mario needed a co-lead. Okay. The video graphics were still pretty limited, but there were more colors available. 6 in the new game versus only 3 in the original Donkey Kong. Mantle and Nintendo up for a pilot swap. Okay, with design Luigi. Meaning he was initially a copy of Mario, but green isn't instead of red. Exactly. In later Mario games, Luigi will get slightly different abilities, like being able to jump higher or run faster. But the character was more difficult to control. Exactly. Mario is the star of the franchise, and arguably the face of the character the company. Excuse me, so anyway. And the boss hyper control said the winner. Okay, offer this the creator of the Super Mario Brothers. Anyway, Shigeru Miyamoto. Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Super Legend of Zelda. Luigi his sidekick might be more visual. Luigi's my favorite. He also be your goofier character, DeWare said. He also allowed to go off my side missions. He also allowed to have a personality that gives advice and can sometimes undermine a native character. She added. He's not driven by a constant need to rescue by the princess. So he's not competitive the same way that Mario's narrative confined. Excuse me, forget it. And number 8, and this is the last one we're going to talk about after this is over. Anyway, Mario's Nemesis got his name for a soap. Wow. The game's personality villain Bowser, a giant fire-breathing turtle. Okay, like dragon. Okay. It was called Koopa. That is, UPPA, not KOOPA. Something like that. I don't know. In early games, it's called Domio Koopa in the original Japanese, something like that. Something like that. I don't know. Mario has said in interviews that the name Koopa came from the Japanese name of the Korean dish. Okay. Koopa, kebab, and soupy stew served with rice. Naming characters after food was not unusual in the manga that inspired Miyamoto, the writer Matthew Bird, with the internet culture site Data Geek, something like that. I don't know. The writer added that both Korean and Japanese language could contain this. Colonnades, words in the original another language, where Chinese and the Chinese alphabet have some similar meanings. Koopa eventually became the name of the main turtle minions of King Koopa, which turned Bowser became Bowser. Okay, makes sense. And now that particular name came about remains a mystery. The writer also notes that the word Koopa could evoke Kappa, a frogman-like creature from Japanese folklore. Plus, there's like many accepts of Mario were just fun to use. It's a fun, cute word to say. The winner said. So that's all for my topics. Now, before I get to my game segments, let's move on to Remix and what he had to say about the criticism behind these two, the IGN report and the Rotten Tomatoes report on his thoughts and rants on the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Remix.
Alright, thank you, Luke. And then yeah, I was sending stuff on messages on the chat room.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which you're gonna get a kick out of.
Hey folks, David here with the popcorn popper. God help me. Then of course the extremely hot steam burns in space. Jesus. Yeah. Wow.
Yes, it does.
Wow. Oh, that was exciting. Okay, so many records today.
Runs his face so much he has to wear a face mask.
Wow. God help me.
Sorry, David. Sorry, David, just for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, sorry, David.
Okay, this now this went this is gonna get strictly personal,
Mhm.
especially on the episode because I told Luke about this last night and we need to discuss this.
Mhm. Yes.
Because the Super Mario Brothers movie came out on Wednesday,
Yes.
and and we were so excited for the movie to come out,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden, one to about about the whole movie, and as you said earlier about IGN saying that it's just for kids and whatnot, not for us adults.
Yeah. Boo
But
has
you know
this one.
what? Here's what I have to say. I gaming at heart,
Yeah. Same here.
and I grew up with the whole Super Mario Brothers game. Because I was born in '89, and I didn't play it until like '90 or '91.
Mhm.
But I do, you know, I think that the game has a lot of, you know, just has a ton of replayability. And this was the game that brought gaming back from the dead of the video game crash.
Mhm.
Um, so so basically, what I'm saying is, folks, is that yeah, I mean, you know, these critics they can poo poo all they want about the movie.
Yeah.
They can they can really poo poo on the movie whatever they see fit. Because I think that the critics they're not into video games. I don't think they're gamers. The movie critics, and they will find a way to bash on a movie and say something that's really gonna have a negative impact in the movie industry.
Yeah. I agree.
And so for this movie to be Rotten on Rotten Tomatoes is mind blowing because, well, here's my take. I think the 2023 version of the Super Mario movie is 30 times better than the '93 one, which
Yes.
flopped terribly. And that was by Hollywood Pictures, and that was directed by the husband and wife team that happened in 1993. And that movie kind of tanked at the box office.
Yes.
And the 2023 version is supposedly going to wake up more than $150 million in box office. So, what does that tell you? That tells you that this movie is a smash hit with audiences,
Yes.
but not so much on the critics.
Too much of the critics. Yeah.
And once you have this movie, I'm sure that everybody's gonna say something of the movie that don't make a lot of sense to them because they're not gamers. They probably never played a Mario game in their life, or maybe they just want to really criticize and everything because making a video game movie is really challenging, especially if you do it right.
Yes.
Because we've seen video game movies over the years that actually did really well.
Yes. Yes.
For example, Sonic the Hedgehog, when that came out in I believe 2020.
2020, which I saw in theaters before
You know,
COVID hit us.
and the movie did really well. And it broke records.
It broke records. Yeah.
And then you look at Sonic the Hedgehog 2 that came out I think in 2022.
Yeah, 2022, which was last year. Yeah.
And that movie really, really broke records after record. And the sequel is the best. And it's and that's why I say that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is far superior of a sequel than the first one. Now the first one is great. It kind of you know get the feet on the ground. And making the first one.
Mhm.
And so the Sonic the Hedgehog series, especially the first one and the second one,
Mhm.
it was a massive hit. And I know that you're gonna like this one, but um, you know, the other movie, Pokemon Detective Pikachu. And I know, Luke. I mean, you can, hate the movie, but like I said, the movie did really well, and it was awesome. I think it was a great, you know, movie, of the whole Pokemon universe. So that's that movie, and then you got movies that are garbage, like Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which wasn't that great. Then the Super Mario movie from '93.
Yeah,
You,
that
you you
was
know how that
terrible.
you know how that turned out to be. So what I'm saying, folks, is this. Okay, you know the Super Mario movie. It's it's for kids basically. Okay, and before you get on a web page and say that the critics are wrong, they don't know what they're talking about. Well, just be you and enjoy the movie when you can, when you see it in theaters, and then your mind's gonna be blown, and then everybody is gonna enjoy this movie a lot. Now,
Yeah.
unfortunately for me, I can't see it, see the movie because I don't have money and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I do have the movie on pre-order on iTunes because although I had to wait till like 5 or 6 o'clock, and then it showed up on iTunes, and I pre-ordered it, and now it is as of this episode, as we're taping this live, it is now the bestseller on iTunes.
Yes.
Number two behind John Wick Chapter 4, which is number one, obviously.
Number one. Yes.
So now you got three movies that are bestsellers. You got John Wick Chapter 4, and you got the Super Mario Brothers movie, and then you got the new Dungeons and Dragons movie,
Mhm.
which is based on a video game.
Oh.
So you see, folks, the Super Mario Brothers movie, it may not be what you want, but if you're a huge Mario fan like I am, then yeah, you definitely need to see this movie.
Yes.
I want to see it, especially the Rainbow Road scene. I want to see that, see what it's all about, because it looks epic.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack is now available to purchase on iTunes, or you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, and everything. And yeah, so this movie, I gotta tell you, it just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
To
Nope.
why critics are gonna, bash on the movie, and the movie and Rotten Tomatoes, I believe, is at 50 to 55%.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, folks? I'm gonna say this. I mean, I don't care about what Rotten Tomatoes give it because I think this is gonna be the best movie. So yeah, it was worth the hype, but I
We're up
don't
the
think
hype.
critics
Yep.
just really. I don't know. They never probably played a video game in their life,
No.
basically.
No. Just stupid.
And it saddens me because this movie, like I said, this is 2023, and we got a bunch of animated movies that are coming out this year, and the Super Mario movie just hit, this week, and now it's a bestseller on iTunes, Apple TV, slash and now it's a best seller on Amazon
Mhm.
via 4K Blu-ray, and I'm sure everybody's gonna pick up buy or be buying a 4K Blu-ray. I know that you, Luke, you're gonna be getting that sometime soon.
Sometime soon. As soon as I saw it in the theater, I will. Yeah.
Because, like I said, this is the movie that was worth the hype, and and for me as a gamer, growing up with it, especially Super Mario Brothers 3 when it came out in 1990, that game changed a lot for the Mario series, and especially on the NES. Made it the last Mario game on the NES. for a platformer. And Super Mario Bros. 3 really revolutionized everything about why we love Mario so much and why I still consider it to be the very best Mario video game ever made.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the critics have probably never played Super Mario Bros. 3. They probably don't even care because they don't have the time. Because they wanna say something bad, and they just they really want to hurt us, the viewers,
Movies.
because we want to see this movie
Filmmakers.
too, and it's just it just I'm just flabbergasted,
I was
with
flabbergasted as well.
why the creators take the movie and yet us audience love it, and that's why um I think they advertised it and whatnot, and it says 96% audience score, and then it was 98% audience score. So what does that tell you, folks? That means that yeah, we loved it, but the critics didn't. And with it being at 55% on Rotten Tomatoes, it's bad, yes, but I don't think it is because I think this movie was worth the hype. And like I said, yes, it's a kids movie. Don't expect much. And I'm sure Paw Patrol, the sequels, are gonna probably get this much criticism. I don't know because the movie won't be out till like late September.
Yeah, late September. Yup.
But again, I'm just so flabbergasted with everything.
Same here.
About this movie, and the credits and everything.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, I think it was worth the hype, and I think I'm gonna just ignore Rotten Tomatoes, and I probably have to disagree with the critics because, like I said, they're probably not video gamers like I am, playing games all my life, and this is a movie by Universal, along with Nintendo and Illumination, and I tell you, I just don't get it. I don't understand. But as I'm saying to you guys, is that yeah, I mean, it's just a slap in the face, and and we got a whole bunch of other animated movies that that come, like Elemental, which is coming out in June. And you got the Trolls movie that'll be coming out as well. And like I said, I mean, I'm gonna see this movie whenever I get a chance to see it. Whenever the opportunity comes.
Yes.
Because like I said, I have it on pre-order, and it won't be long till Universal announces the movie on 4K Blu-ray release and digital. Because because I pre-ordered it on iTunes. So, but once again, guys, it's like I said, that's pretty much a rant / discussion. About the critics being wrong about the movie. Because they can hate the movie all they want, but for us audiences, we're gonna buy that movie ticket, go to a cinema, and sit down and see the movie for themselves in 4K quality.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell you what they thought about it.
Yes. It's gonna be an amazing movie.
And I think that pretty much everybody's gonna say that this movie was freaking awesome.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, it's a wide margin of gap. 55% versus 98%. So obviously, we win. In the category, and then 55% still haunts us, and I don't know how Nintendo's gonna feel about having the movie at 55%, and like I said, it's really tough to make a movie based on a video game. It really is.
It really is, folks. It really is.
Because this is something that yeah, I mean, making a video game movie is challenging, but but at the same time, some of them can be really good, like Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Ready Player One, which is a fantastic movie, and the Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2,
Mhm.
and now the Super Mario Brothers movie, uh, you know, and I don't think that, you know, I don't know, it's just mind boggling,
Mhm.
and it's just rage all over the internet, especially on Twitter and everything, and it's just like I said, the movie's about to break records and everything, and I hope it does.
Oh
And
my
we're gonna prove
god.
the critics wrong that yeah, this is an awesome movie this for 2023.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, well then don't watch it because you can say
Don't watch
something
it.
bad.
Say something
Because like I
bad.
said, we think it's awesome because we grew up on Mario. We grew up with the franchise.
Yeah.
Started in 1985 with Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Yeah. 2000 for me because I grew up in the or mid 2000s. You know.
So I can say the bottom line, folks.
Yeah.
Um, you know, just ignore Rotten Tomatoes, and if you're not a film critic or you know, and want to be honest about yourself about what you think of the movie, then like I said, just go to a movie theater, buy that ticket, and then just enjoy the movie, and then
Just
come
enjoy
back,
it.
make a short video like that guy did that I sent Luke video, and he said that it was awesome.
It was amazing. Yeah. And according to
You know,
what I said
and I
yeah.
encourage everybody to do that.
And I have to agree with Jackson Small in this point. Yeah. And I sent Rampage this one, especially found my friend Carson Earl on this one, and said, and I have to read that one comment, which I won't say in this stream, but it just make me laugh big time.
So, but anyway, guys, that's pretty much the went slash discussion of the Super Mario Brothers movie. And like I said, folks, go see this film.
Go
If you're
see
a huge
it.
Mario fan, and if you like cartoons especially, because I'm a huge cartoon lover, been that way
Same
ever
here.
since.
Since the
Then check it out.
late
You
90s.
won't be disappointed. Just don't listen to the critics out there,
Don't
and
listen to
don't
it.
and just ignore the fact that it's at 55% on Rotten Tomatoes
No.
because people don't know what they like anymore,
No.
and that to me is sad, especially in this generation.
In this generation. And
I mean, totally inexcusable for somebody to to badmouth a movie and whatnot,
totally
and just
excuse.
because you hate it, just keep it to yourself, basically.
Yeah, keep it yourself. Yeah.
And
yeah. Go ahead.
I tell you, it's just mind-boggling, and I'm completely lost it, folks.
Yeah, I
Because
completely lost it.
this is insane. I mean, because I tell you, it is a kids movie. So what do you expect out of it?
What do you expect?
I mean, you can hate it all you want, and I think, like I said, us audiences, gamers, and cartoon fanatics like me,
and
and
filmmakers like
everybody
me.
else, they're gonna sit there and enjoy the heck out of this movie.
Yeah,
And then once they
exactly.
get done seeing this movie in theaters, then they're gonna jump on to Amazon.com and pre-order the movie.
Yeah,
Or pre-order the movie on digital, like iTunes, Vudu, Amazon.
so forth.
Pre-order the movie and wait till it comes out and watch it on your iPhone, iPad.
Enjoy the movie.
You know,
Don't listen to critics. As Remix said.
and I know that DC Comics fan has probably something to say, and Mitchell, and just like I said,
and then
me, I
as
can't
it
go
said,
to gonna be
chat
seeing
room
this
big
movie
time.
this weekend.
Because I think it's, yeah, I don't know what to say here,
So, well, like I said, folks, that's probably the only topic I have for this episode is just the rant on the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Because, like I said, I mean, it's just it's just puzzling because
It is.
The critics hate it and we enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really enjoy like.
And once Luke sees it for himself next week,
yeah, which is
then he can
Tuesday.
probably tell you that he loved it and that he'll probably be pre-ordering it and enjoy it.
I'll enjoy it. I'll probably see myself Tuesday. Coming up on episode 2 of Sneak Peek Previews, it's Super Mario Brothers movie, spoiler free review.
And I'm sure Billy is gonna be seeing this movie too, and hopefully he'll enjoy it as much as everybody else.
Yes.
On this planet Earth.
Yes, exactly.
And folks, it's tough to be a film critic.
It's tough because I mean,
if
at the time, yes, I'm not a critic. I'm just more of a jokes pricer type of guy, and I don't bash on anything reviews such as Mario movie. I don't dislike it. I love the movie. It's amazing. I talk about it in my reaction videos of, let's say, the tell the red version of the trailers a bit, and I'm like, that was amazing, And I stopped recording immediately, and also I get copyright claims all over again, and I dispute it and appeal it. That was it. It was good. It was a good standing, That was it, and that was basically it. Remix, go ahead.
So and that's the point. So again, it's hard to be a film critic, and I know that it's probably their duty to judge, on what us audience enjoy, and for it to be like 55% on tomatoes, and then the whole audience is between 96 to 98%. That really tells you that the movie is not a flop, just like because unlike the '93 one, which did flop, in the box office,
too much.
I say that this movie is going to be a semi-successful movie.
Successful, yes.
And I think it's gonna, and like I said, it's gonna be waking in all the gold coins. This weekend. So only time will tell, and we'll see. How the movie's gonna do at the performance of the box office.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, folks.
So anyway, guys, that's my discussion and the way the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I'm pretty much done because I'm so ashamed of Rotten Tomatoes, and everything.
I am. I'm so ashamed
for
as
this
well.
movie. This movie that was so hyped, and then it gets a rotten. This is a huge slap in the face. This is gonna be this is gonna be the slap in the face award.
Yeah. For 2023.
Yeah, and I ain't never seen any or hear anything like this of any movie where we liked it and the critics did not.
Never in my life either. At all. Period.
So,
the end.
But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it on that. And as I'm dropping things.
Yeah.
But anyway, Luke, go ahead and do the game topics or the gaming thing, and I gotta get busy with the radio show.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not gonna do game segments much longer because you know how that much thing is. Anyway, I'm gonna do what I've watched Disney Plus, and that is Darkwing Duck Season 1, Episode 12. And that's all I have done for what I've watched Disney Plus. Now let's get to a game segments, shall we?
That show. Yeah, that's on the that collection.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, let's play some money cards and yeah.
And be on the lookout, everybody. We might be doing a showdown of card shots on DOS.
So now I change card and that is ooh. Higher. Deuce. Higher. Lower. Wow.
And it really upsets me.
It really does, you know.
It just makes no sense whatsoever, and I'm kind of bummed about it. But like I said, I still have it on pre-order, and I'm not gonna get rid of the pre-order because I want to see this movie. I want to see it.
I want to see it as well. You know, I want to see it as well. Anyway.
Exactly.
Come on, 6. Oh! Ha! Oh well. I should have picked 2, I guess. Danger color. Wow! Home stretch, and that is number 2. Wow. 1. Yeah. Oh. Blue. 7. Number sucky. 8. 2. Wow. Yellow. 3. Yellow. 9. 4. One more, it's $10,000. 10. Oh well. Moving on. 11 and 12. Oh well. Let's do a banana challenge and get this anyway, and we'll probably get this out of the way. Okay, that's just good. I'm not gonna go away and just say 2 prizes. That'll be it for now. But anyway, it's time for OpenMU stuff and let's do reputation for then yes. Let's do it now. There we go. I know what this is. Got it. Math. That one I do not know, fortunately. Is that a sis or something? Oh, what? Is this? That's not even a number. That's just a piece of tool or something. See if it was a tool or something. I know it's a division. Divide. 7 series by today by the letter V and the number divide. Got it. Oh man. Oh god. Colvin category. I know this says glasses. Pink puffs, and the category is man-made. Wow. Got it. Her 9 points. Anyway. Level 2 yellow puzzle category is food. I know it says sausage. Got it. Green. Puzzle anyway. I know it says flag. This is easy. Got it. Blue puzzle. Got it. Okay. Got it. Got it. Anyway, level. Oh, okay. It's not it. Okay, paint puzzle. Category for paint puzzle is. Okay, spade. Got it. Three points. The category for level 3 is blue puzzle is science. My least favorite category. What am I looking at here? That is not a science piece. Sorry. Floppy disk. That is a floppy disk. Anyway. Man. There we go. Green puzzle in the category is tool. Wrench. Got it. Green puzzle. The category is tool. Again. It's a nail. Shovel anyway. Screw that up. There we go. Office. There we go. It's a TV. Oh, no, it's not a TV. Okay. Envelope. Got it. Can we get whatchamacallit here, please? Thank you. Whatchamacallit? I know what this is. Blue Moon. Got it. Take away the shoes. Fake it then shoes. And okay, let's do one more game. That is Tetris. We're supposed to do the Mario games today, but I couldn't find any Mario games to play. So let's do it anyway. Tetris.
Everything okay, Luke?
I'm okay. Almost done.
Okay. And yes, folks, just wanted to let you know that my package came this morning. And I already told Luke about it on the kickoff show.
It was amazing, exciting.
Yeah. And there's gonna be one big item I want to get too. And my mom ain't gonna be happy about it, but I don't care because it's my money.
Nah.
Yeah. Because you know what, folks? Getting a portable solid-state drive is gonna be super easy. And why do I say that? Because these SSDs, you can get a 2 terabyte for like $140. And I'm gonna need a 2 terabyte for my new Xbox that I got, and I have it all set up and everything, and I love it. So, what game are you playing with?
Tetris. I'm almost done with the show, by the way.
Yeah. And you know what, Luke, if you... I gotta tell you, I cannot wait to watch it tonight.
It's good.
I think you're gonna enjoy the movie too, Luke. If you have an Apple TV Plus.
I have an Apple TV Plus as well, yeah.
Yep. That's good. And yes, I am working on the presentation, so... And I'm getting ready for Wheel 1 Radio, so... It's gonna be so exciting for today. And yes, Luke, I'm happy to tell you, Apple Music is on Xbox.
Wow.
And Apple TV.
Very exciting stuff right there. Well, that score. Anyway, we're done with Tetris for a while. Anyway, well, let's get to the notes now and wrap up the show. Anyway, tonight will be Bedtime Stories episode 300. I can't remember that. I can't fix the numbers right. Then we got Reese's Jokes episode 83 and Bedtime Stories at lunchtime. And same number of pause in the disc. And Tape Live episode number. Not episode number. Excuse me. The live stream on special event on Sunday. Be lookout for it. Bedtime Stories at lunchtime on Easter Sunday. Be lookout for it. Easter egg hunt special special event. And Box Bill. Be lookout for it. And on April 9th, 10th will be LGBT episode 1245. Bedtime Stories at lunchtime. Sneak peek previews is on April 11th, as I mentioned before. Bedtime Stories at lunchtime. Update video, weekend celebration, Bedtime Stories at lunchtime. And sneak peek previews episode 3 on Metallica's 32 seasons and lunchtime. And we'll be back for a brand new episode of FTVL. We're going to have recaps on the two things we're going to talk about. And, of course, Disney Channel's 40th anniversary celebration. And, of course, the new album, Metallica's 32 Seasons, will be out on next Friday. That wraps up for a brand new episode of FWL episode number 386. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one's going to be Metallica's 32 Seasons release day album and Disney Channel's 40th anniversary release. You don't want to miss these two things, along with my recaps on these two movies. Till next time, this is Joe from Remix Bomb saying goodbye, peace out, baby. We can move this and so, Thursday out. See ya.
See you next week.